Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we're here today doing a sort of community-focused Titanfall 2 discussion. At the end of the video, I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. I'd love to have you answer them, really get your feedback on this, throw it down in the comment section below once we get there. What I wanted to talk about today, though, in regards to Titanfall 2, is its multiplayer modes. More specifically, the modes that people are playing and that they aren't playing, and the mode that I love the most and the reasons why I love it the most. So when we look at all three platforms, attrition continues to reign supreme. It's basically, at this point, it's standard team deathmatch with a few AI thrown into the mix. There isn't a whole lot going on in attrition, especially when you compare it to a more complex AI-focused mode like Bounty Hunt. But that still remains the #1 mode. In fact, if you're playing on PC, especially during non-peak hours, you'll be hard-pressed to find anything other than a match of attrition. There's almost no one playing Bounty Hunt on PC, and occasionally, the more hardcore competitive portion of the community will be seen playing things like Hardpoint and CTF. When it comes to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, again, just about everyone playing attrition, but the rest of the community is a little bit more spaced out over things like LTS, Pilots versus Pilots, and Bounty Hunt. And there's a few here and there playing CTF, Amped Hardpoint, so on and so forth. But the majority of the community continues to sit at just attrition. Now, I like attrition. I'm not trying to downplay it. Again, it's basically standard team deathmatch, but it's also the original Titanfall mode. It's the mode that got a lot of people hooked. It's the mode that helped people accept the idea of AI, targets other than players, running around in their player versus player experience. It cemented the idea of AI into the Titanfall DNA. I appreciate that and I respect that. But for me, it's all about Bounty Hunt. Bounty Hunt is the evolution of that. It's the expansion of the irrelevance of AI inside of Titanfall multiplayer. It makes them a primary objective. You're now consistently going through phases, farming AI for cash, and then transitioning into a banking phase where you go into a more player versus player environment. There's high tension, there's a lot of stress. It's a fantastic mode that has a lot of layers and plenty of room for tactics and interpretations from start to finish of a match. It's stupid fun. I love Bounty Hunt to death. It is, to me, quintessentially Titanfall, more so than attrition ever was. Yet, so few people are playing it, and that genuinely upsets me. In fact, here's my small opportunity to ask you guys to play more Bounty Hunt. It's a really great mode, and if you like the AI-focused portion of Titanfall 2, it's all about that. It's high tension, it's high stress. Again, lots of room for tactics throughout the course of the match. You've got different phases you have to deal with. You go from the farming phase to the banking phase. There's the VIP phase. It is so much fun. There's so much room for sabotage and, stealing from the other team and denying them their cash flow. Play more Bounty Hunt, please. But that leads me to the end of this video and the several questions I have for you. As it seems, people are far more interested in attrition, and a lot of people are upset that we're not getting another Titan versus Pilot mode with the recent update, but instead live fire the more hardcore Pilots versus Pilots mode. What do you love and hate about the current multiplayer modes available in Titanfall 2? Why do you play the modes you play? And what would you like to see more or less of in the potential release of future Titanfall 2 multiplayer modes? Is AI important to you? Is it not important to you? Do you want to see more environmental focused gameplay design, much like we had with the hackable turrets back in the days of Titanfall 1's attrition? Let me know. I really want to hear how the community thinks on this. Again, the numbers are telling me that everyone just wants to play attrition. So few people interested in things like Bounty Hunt, so on and so forth. And when you think about it, that really starts to limit what Respawn can do. If everyone just wants modes like attrition, if people don't really like the idea of AI-focused gameplay, well then, what else can Respawn do? Do you really want more sterile environments that focus just on pilots and titans and, player versus player combat? Or do you really like the idea of AI, and do you want to see it integrated even more so in future modes? I, for one, love the AI element. It's why I love Bounty Hunt, and if Respawn decided to release a mode that had us dealing with wildlife along the way, I'd be super excited. I'm fully ready to embrace that side of Titanfall, to be far and far away from concerning myself with the more competitive, sterile environments, and just embrace the more cinematic and exciting and diverse experience that Titanfall can offer when we mix AI and other objectives into our standard player versus player game modes. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. I'm going to be streaming tonight, starting at 6:30 p.m. EST to 9:30 p.m. EST. I'm going to be playing probably on Xbox One, but I might hop over to the PC as well, depending on the player base, just how many people are playing on PC. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me your feedback on this one. I gotta get back to working on that new closer, and I'll see you in the next one.